Hi there. I'm going to go over your notes for 5.3 today. Your objective is to apply what you've learned about slope and y-intercepts to a money-earning scenario. So here is your scenario. Jenny is selling Brewhog gift cards. It will cost her $8 for each card, and she will sell them for $12. So buy it for $8, sell it for $12. I hope you can easily see that she will make a profit of $4 for each gift card that she sells, because 12 minus 8 is 4. So part A, express the profit. There's our profit, $4. Express the profit earned as a function of the number of gift cards sold. So I'm just going to go ahead and define C as the number of gift cards, and we'll use a C instead of an X. And normally my equation would just say Y equals 4 times however many gift cards I sell. But when they say as a function of the number, they probably want us to use function notation, which is a weird way of writing Y equals function of number of gift cards sold is 4C. Okay, so all this means is this is the profit. Okay, that's the Y equal, it's the profit. And my profit is $4 times C, where C is how many gift cards I sell. So if I sold 1 gift card, my profit is $4. If I sold 2 gift cards, my profit is $8. If I sold 10 gift cards, my profit is $40, and so on. Okay, so here is your answer on part A. There it is expressed as a function of the number of gift cards sold, how much I would make in profit. Graph the function rule that you developed in part A. So here's my function rule. The easiest way to graph this one is just to plot my ordered pairs. And my graph is not really that big, so I'm not going to be able to fit very many points on it. So I'm just going to call my graph Brewhog Profits. And the number that is plotted along the x-axis, that's the number of gift cards that we sell. On the y-axis, this is my profit in dollars. And now I'm just going to plot the points. 1, 4, so over 1, up 4. 2, 8, over 2, up 8. And really, I can't even fit 3 of them on the graph because it would go off the table. So here's what my line looks like. I forgot to bring a ruler. I'm just using my notebook here because we don't freehand lines. We make them nice and straight, okay? So here's what my graph would look like. I didn't put it down below the x-axis because it wouldn't make sense to sell negative gift cards, right? This would only make sense in the context of positives, right? Okay, describe the relationship between the two variables. So the two variables are the amount of profit and the number of gift cards. So really the relationship is for each gift card sold, Jenny makes $4 in profit. And it will just keep going up by 4 for each one that she sells. Part D, what is the slope of the graph and what does it mean in context of the situation? So here's my equation. F of C, which is no different than Y, equals 4C. This is your slope. Usually you have something right here, which is your y-intercept. We don't have to write the plus 0. We know if we sell 0 gift cards, we're not going to make any profit. So we are just concentrating on this 4. What does it mean in context of the situation? Okay, so my slope is 4. In context of the situation is 4 is the amount of profit made for each card sold. Feels like we're just saying the same thing over and over, doesn't it? All right, last one on this. Jenny finds a less expensive coffee company that sells their gift cards, and now she can get them for $1 less of the initial cost, off the initial cost. Okay, so remember, she was paying $8 for each gift card. So if this company sells them to her for $1 less, now she pays $7 for each gift card. Describe and explain how this will change the function rule and the graph. Okay, so really what it's going to do is make her make more money. Because now if she only pays $7, but she sells them for $12 each still, her profit goes up, right? Now instead of making $4 for each card she sells, her profit is $5 for each card that she sells, meaning one card, $5 profit. Sell 2 cards, $10 profit. 3 cards, $15, and so on. So what's going to happen? How will this change the function rule? Well, instead of 4, the profit is 5. So the function rule would look like this. Instead of 4C, it's 5C. The graph, since the profit is more, the slope is a bigger number, so my graph would be even steeper because I'm making money faster, right? Graph would be steeper. And if we're in sales, we always want those steep graphs, right? I think that went off the page. I'm sorry about that. All right, are we done talking about Jenny and Brewhaw? Turn your paper over. Last 2. All right, we're going to use our knowledge about intercepts. For each table, determine between what 2 integers the y-intercept falls. Okay, so y-intercepts happen when x is equal to 0. So that's what I have to find on my chart, is when x is equal to 0. The problem is there is not a 0 here. Don't get fooled by this one. That's y equals 0, which is an x-intercept, not the y-intercept. Okay, so when x is equal to 0, I don't know where it's happening, but when we switch between a negative and a positive value, we crossed over the 0 at some point in there. Just think about it as a number line. If we were at -1, the next thing that would come would be 0 and 1 and 2. So between -1 and 2, we crossed over the 0. So if it's in this area between -1 and 2, and I ask you what 2 integers the y-intercept falls between, the y-intercept is somewhere between -2 and 4. Y-intercept is between -2 and -4. Maybe -3. I don't know. That's a guess. All right, one more. Can you look at this table of values and first of all tell where the x crosses over the 0? And this one is opposite from the first one. This went from negatives to positives. This is going positives to negative, but it's still changed signs between here and here. It went from a positive to a negative, so I know that the 0 is between here. So between which 2 integers does the y-intercept fall? The y-intercept is between these 2 numbers, -1 and +1. All right, that should be everything you need to get started on your work.